Whether it's the weekly shop or just dropping in to grab something for dinner, supermarkets are where many of us buy our food. But what the big retailers stock on their shelves, the recipes of their food, what they choose to promote, and the discounts they can offer all have an impact on what we eat. If small changes can be made to the healthiness of food sold, this could have far-reaching health benefits for people across the UK. One solution we've been exploring are mandatory health targets for big retailers, which could radically improve the availability of healthier food for everyone. Hi, I'm Hugo Harper and I'm from Nesta's Healthy Life mission. Today we're going to break down our report on targeting the health of the nation. First, what difference would the introduction of mandatory targets for big supermarkets make? It could support healthier shopping purchases and shift responsibility for change from the individual to the food industry. Over time, this would help move 4 million people to a healthier weight and have a significant impact on the health of the nation. And the data shows that obesity levels could fall by 23% over 3 years if the targets are adopted. But food targets aren't new. Since 2006, there have been voluntary targets for the food industry aimed at reducing things like salt, sugar, and calories. This has been done by reducing portion sizes or reformulating how food and drinks are made. These targets have driven some reductions, but as long as they remain voluntary, it seems unlikely that much more progress will be made. Take the average sugar content in foods like biscuits and cereals, for example, which were targeted as part of this programme. Since 2016, the amount of sugar in these foods only dropped by about 3.5%, compared to the programme's ambition of 20%. So to maximise impact, we'll need to incentivise system-wide change across the food and drink industry. By giving all retailers the same mandatory targets, they will be encouraged to take ambitious action, whilst also ensuring progress across the sector. These targets should include all food sales rather than focusing on specific categories or ingredients. This will give retailers the flexibility to choose how they want to meet them. That might mean that they change how products are formulated, purchase and stock healthier products, move healthier items to more prominent places on their store shelves, or introduce more promotions on healthier products. But how should these targets be designed and implemented? Mandatory targets shouldn't be detrimental to a retailer's bottom line. So instead of a reduction in the total value of products sold, these targets should reduce the excess calories sold. Using data from 36 million transactions made by 30,000 British households in 2021, we built a model to predict the potential impact these targets could have. We then used something called the nutrient profiling model to score purchases on a scale of 1 being the least healthy to 100 the most healthy. It turns out that the average score of a UK shopping basket was 67. Increasing this score by just 2 points could cut obesity by 23%. To make sure that these targets are successful, the government will need to take steps including making them mandatory and ensuring that they are applied across the UK. Mandatory data collection and reporting will also be necessary, and they will need to be enforceable with sufficient penalties for failing to comply. We need to reshape our food system so the healthier option is the easiest option for everyone, regardless of where you live or buy your food. Mandatory targets for retailers are one way to help achieve that. This is just part of the solution. Nesta also has work focusing on restaurants, takeaways, manufacturers and school food. To find out more about our report and our work at Nesta, visit our website at www.nesta.org.uk.